Good morning. I know that you're probably thinking you're going to see my husband this morning. Actually, I kind of have him busy outside working on top of my house. It's looking really good, though. I guess, one of the ways we're trying to take advantage of being at home right now and not really able to go anywhere else. And this morning, I was kind of thinking about that, how that this is an opportunity for those of us who work regular jobs out in the workplace every day, and now we're at home. And really, what an opportunity this is. I was reading this morning in my daily devotion, and the devotion that I'm doing is the Chasing Truth devotion that the Women's Ministries of the Assemblies of God is has put out, and we're reading the Bible through in a year. And in the morning, or it has some different places that we read every day. It's not just like straight reading, this many chapters, but I have verses in the Old Testament chapters there that I'm reading, and then also in the New Testament. And today I thought it was kind of interesting that in my Old Testament reading, it directed me to the book of Numbers in chapter 28. And so I want you to listen to this a little bit. It says, talks about first daily offerings. The Lord said to Moses, "Give these instructions to the people of Israel. The offerings you present are as special gifts or pleasing aroma to me. They're my food." This is how the people in that day had to worship God and had to stay in the fold, so to speak. But he talks about here, say to the people, now this is daily offering. Say to the people, this is a special gift you must present to the Lord as your daily burnt offering. You must offer 2 1-year-old male lambs with no defects. Sacrifice one lamb in the morning and the other in the evening. With each lamb, you must offer a grain offering of 2 quarts of choice flour mixed with 1 quart of pure oil of pressed olives. This is the regular burnt offering instituted at Mount Sinai as a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Along with it, you must present the proper liquid offering of 1 quart of drink with each lamb, poured out in the holy place as an holy offering to the Lord. Offer the second lamb in the evening with the same grain offering and liquid offering. It too is a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Well, when I read this, I thought, wow, every day, apparently, in the morning and the evening, they had to sacrifice this lamb, and they had to sacrifice and offer this grain and this oil and this liquid, and they couldn't run to the store and pick up a pack of flour. The grain wasn't, that was things that they had to get and produce themselves. And so that was a lot. And but then it goes on about the Sabbath offerings, that on the Sabbath day you have to sacrifice 2 1-year-old male lambs with no defects. They have to be accompanied by a grain offering of 4 quarts of choice flour moistened with olive oil, and a liquid offering every Sabbath. So weekly they're having to do this. And then there are monthly offerings. On the first day of each month, present an extra burnt offering of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 1-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Can you imagine the amount of animals that they had to keep around? This is just, it's a lot. And then I thought about my reading after the Old Testament. My reading was in the New Testament in the book of Mark, and it was in chapter 15. And this particular passage talks about Jesus' trial before Pilate and how though he was mocked, and then it talks about the crucifixion and the death of Jesus. And I just thought how funny or how ironic it was that those two scriptures would happen today on the same day. That before the cross, what the children of Israel, what God's chosen people had to do in order to worship him and to be close to him and to be in the fold. And on this side of the cross, what we have to do, we have grace. We don't have to sacrifice animals anymore. And yet, how many of us go through an entire day and we've not really even talked to Jesus? When he was crucified on the cross, gave his life willingly. Let me encourage you in these days that are confining. We're confined at home for the most part. Take advantage of this time. When you're looking for something to do, pick up his word. Read something. Talk to him. Find a place. 5 minutes. He's sitting there in his heavenly realm looking over us and just wanting us to say something to him, just to talk to him. He wants to talk to us more than we want to talk to him. We have a lot to talk to him about right now. Please take advantage of this opportunity when you have the kids entertained, if you have children at home, or just when you're sitting in your chair watching a TV show. Think about spending time with Jesus. See what he'll do for you. He's waiting to hear from you, and I know that you're waiting to hear from him. We love you. We're praying for you. Keep us in your prayers. Keep our country, our nation, our president, our officials, and ask the Lord to stop this epidemic that's going around, this pandemic. Pray for those who are sick. We love you. We appreciate you. Reach out to us. Call us if you need us. And we'll see you again. I'm sure my husband will do something tonight online since it's Wednesday night and we're not at church. Just pray for him. Keep him in your prayers. He always can use that extra support in prayer. We love you. Have a great day.